Welcome all parents and athletes to the 2016 Spring Sports Preseason meeting. This is for girls track and field. I'm Coach Neil. We're going to introduce some of the other coaches who your daughters will have this year. On the girls' side, we have myself who will be working with sprints. We have Coach Semin who will be coaching distance and high jump. Coach Hyab who will be working with the throws. We have Coach Berner who will be shared between the boys and the girls, coaching vault. Our boys coaches, Coach Schmidt on the sprint side, Coach Spencer, as everybody knows, Coach Spencer worked with the girls last year. He also will coach boys and girls jumps and hurdles. We have Coach Berner again coaching on one half of the boys side, and Coach Pollock is coaching boys distance. We do like to share our coaches together, so that way coaches are not specifically just working with numbers of kids or numbers of athletes, but rather they're working with event specific groups. As we break down track and field, there are 18 total events in outdoor track and field. We kind of label each of these different events as sprints, jumps, throws, distance, and vault. On the sprint side, some of those events that at least I would be working with here. That's the 55 dash inside indoor track, 100 meter dash outdoors, the 55 hurdles inside, 100-meter hurdles, 200 meters, 300 hurdles, 400 meters, and the relays of 4x1, 4x2, and 4x4. On the jump side, we have the high jump, the long jump, and the triple jump. On the throw side, we have the shot and the disc. And in the distance events, we have the 800, the 1600, the 2 mile, the 4x8, and in the vault, well, that's just the pole vault. As we look back to last year, we've had a lot of changes since last season. Had a lot of girls graduate. I'll share this presentation with you, and you can take a look at some of the conference results from last year. And then also the sectional results as we kind of use that as a gauge to see where our team is at based on the year before. Some of our needs of holes or gaps that we need to fill in our lineup this year. We have lots of different areas that already I think the girls they're going to fit very nicely in and fill some gaps from last year. We had several jumpers graduate. 3 of our top 4 sprinters from our relays, sprint relays, have graduated. We've graduated both of our top hurdlers. Our top thrower graduated as well. Our top 2 miler and miler, she was the same athlete, she graduated as well. And in the vault, we had our second and third best vaulters also graduate. So lots of different areas to fill. As a coach, we want to know what the goals of the athlete are. I mean, we have goals as coaches, but we want the athletes to have goals themselves. We want to make sure that these goals are attainable goals that are measurable, so that way at the end of the season, when we put everything together, athletes feel as if they've accomplished everything that they've set out to do. So we ask the athletes to either type out that URL that you'll see there, or when the presentation is shared, you can click on that. If you have your cell phone out, you can go ahead and scan that QR code. That will take you to a quick little Google form, and it's going to ask you some information about what are your goals for this upcoming season. Some of the goals that we have as coaches. We want to make sure that we're giving you everything possible as an athlete to be successful. We want you, of course, to enjoy the season and develop these friendships, these bonds with some of the girls in the team. Of course, setting personal records, that's one of the most important things, that each and every meet we try to improve upon what we did from the week before. We want you to represent Central at not only big meets, but both indoor and outdoor state meets. Represent well at the Big Northern Conference meet. Last year we finished second to Richmond Burton, but I think with the group that we have, we can contend for a conference championship. Represent Central at as we said before, at the outdoor state meet. Bring home some state medals, and we had referred this to the girls. At the beginning of the season, but to, kind of think differently, to reach for these goals that, are attainable, but are goals that require you to push yourself beyond what you think you're able to do. And that's what we would refer to as moonshot thinking. You can always take a look at this video. It's about a 3-minute video, kind of cool, of thinking differently and pushing yourself to limits that you did not think you were able to reach. Some of the registration that we'll see here, of course, all athletes are required to register. Since we've already been competing in meets, this is probably not needed here, but the registration is completed online through 8 to 18, as you see with that link. Your registration to be officially signed up for track and field, you would need a physical on file with the school and your athletic fee of $120 paid to CHS. If you do have questions about any one of these things, you can contact Jan Moss, the athletic secretary, or you can contact Steve Diversey, the athletic director. We do have a code of conduct that all students and student athletes sign the first day of school. This policy is 24/7 and exists for 365 days a year. So as an athlete, you're asked to make good decisions, and as a student, asked to make good decisions. Social media does also apply to this code of conduct. Therefore, bullying, misconduct, this does extend to personal devices and can be punishable by the school. So again, make good quality decisions and consider your consequences before any action. As for eligibility, the school uses what is called a 4-point system, whereas these grades are broken down into certain point values. So an F is worth 2 points, a D is worth 1 point, and if a student gets a total of 4 or more, they are considered ineligible. Athletes will be receiving communication from the coach. They'll also receive communication from the athletic department, especially if they have reached 4 points. There are study sessions and study tables that are available Tuesday through Thursday in the LMC from 3 to 4 p.m. So if an athlete is finding themselves to be ineligible, which we hope that they are not, there may be times where a coach is dictating to the athlete that they have to go to a study table to make up their missing assignments and get caught up. As for the semester, if an athlete receives 2 Fs during a semester, they're actually ineligible to participate in the very next semester. So even if you're not in season, it is still very important for all student athletes to maintain good grades. As for transportation, we do take district buses everywhere we go. At times we do take activity buses, and that's if we are taking 14 or less athletes, we will use the activity bus. This is kind of an important piece that athletes are encouraged to actually ride home on the bus every meet. And we know sometimes there's vacations or there's get-togethers and families just need to take their athletes home. But we really don't want to set a precedent where an athlete participates in a meet, completes their race or jump or throw, and goes directly home after that. We want to have all athletes stay throughout the entire meet to encourage the rest of the team. As for notes, a note is not really required for an athlete to go home from a meet, but the athlete will have to sign out with the coach before they do leave. The only time a note would be required is if you are taking another athlete home, so that both parents would need to sign off a note authorizing another athlete to go home with another student athlete. For an athlete to be eligible to participate in an activity, they have to make sure that they are at school each day. A full day is 300 minutes of class time, which means that a student has to arrive before 9 a.m. in order to participate. If an athlete arrives after that time, they are not going to be allowed to participate in any athletic event. The only exemption to this is if the athlete arrives with a doctor's note from a scheduled appointment. We will have picture day coming up. Pictures are going to be set for Monday, March 21st at 3:40. So athletes, bring your uniform and your picture order forms. Those picture order forms will be handed out at practice as we get a little bit closer to the date. Athletes and parents play an important role in the program. As an athlete, you're expected to be a good teammate, support your coaches and peers, and be a good role model for your other teammates. As a parent, you're asked to support the athlete and the entire team, support your coaches and the entire program, and be a good role model for others. Central High School does have a certified athletic trainer on staff. Becca Walker is her name. If an athlete does feel pain out of the ordinary, they will be directed by the coach to go and visit the trainer's room. Those injury services are provided by Fox Valley Orthopedic and ATI Physical Therapy. If a parent or athlete does have any questions about their health, they're asked to contact Becca Walker. Her email is listed here, and she does also accept either phone or text messages. So, as a parent or an athlete, if you do have any questions about your health or your athlete's health, please make sure that you contact Becca Walker. Uh, if she can't help answer any of those questions that you may have, she will be able to direct you to either doctors that can help or that may have to see the athlete for any reason. Athletics 2000 was kind of touched on a little bit before when we had mentioned about the registration process. After a student or an athlete is registered, everything is kept in Athletics 2000. So there's a link here that will take you directly to the Athletics 2000 website. On there you can find schedules, photos, the girls track and field roster. If you're looking for some other information that's a little bit more just track and field related, you could check out the girls track and field page that we've set up. That link is listed on this page. You can also access it off of the slide presentation that's going to be shared with all the parents. That way you can click on it. We would recommend maybe saving this page as a bookmark so that way you can constantly refer to that to check results and anything related to track and field specifically. We also have some updates from the Booster Club. The Booster Club has been very gracious to the girls' track and field program, as well as many other sports programs within the school. Throughout the years, the Booster Club has purchased many things for girls' track and field. Most recently, the Booster Club had purchased a 10 by 20 tent with brand new sides. The cost of this was $1,300. So again, we're very gracious that the Booster Club has picked up this for all of our girl track and field athletes. In the past, they've also purchased pole vault poles and an FAT system, which is a computerized timing system for outdoor track. That timing system was roughly $6,000. So again, they have been very, very helpful over the years. There's opportunities to give back to the boosters. In fact, coming up on April 9th at the Golf Club of Illinois, the major event called the Drawdown is happening. It's a major fundraiser event that raises money for all athletes of Central High School. So if you are interested in this event, take a look at centralrockets.org and you can pick up tickets. You also have opportunities to purchase yard signs to help support your athlete. And also there is a fundraiser that the Booster Club is offering. This fundraiser is selling candles. You don't have to be present at the drawdown in order to participate, although they're going to make reference to the candle fundraiser at the drawdown event. But again, you don't have to be present in order to participate in this fundraiser. Also from the Booster Club, there's a scholarship offer that's available for any senior who is looking to go to college next year. It's a $1,000 scholarship. The deadline to submit to this is March 23rd. So athletes, if you are interested, please visit the link that is listed below and you can apply for that scholarship. Other than that, if you have any other questions, you can contact myself, Vince Neal at central301.net. You can talk to Coach Semin at his email here, or Coach Hyub as well. Parents, just if you can, and athletes as well, check your email regularly because we will send out lots of different either updates and information to keep you posted on anything new relating to girls track and field. If any parent is not receiving any of these emails, please contact me. Just shoot me your email and I'll make sure to add you to that list. Also, if you have not done so, go ahead and try to save or bookmark the girls track and field website because this is where we're going to post all new results, lineups, and again anything related to track and field. Ladies, we'd like to wish you a great season and we hope that you enjoy your experience with Central Girls Track and Field. Thank you.